Yep. Salute to the subscribers. Back with another episode. Eyeball Network Podcast, episode 102. Appreciate all the subscribers, man. Appreciate everybody following us on all social media. You can see our social media on the screen, so go ahead and hit that follow button. And make sure you like the video, share the video if you like the content. We appreciate everybody, man. I'm your host, Jay Meeks. I got my guys in the building, as always. I got my guy, Scoob. What's good, my guy?
What it do, man? Eyeball Network. You ain't got to like it, but you gotta respect it, man. Let's get to it.
You got to. Mace, what's good with you, my guy?
Well, man, bro, we back outside continuously. Let's get to it, man.
Yes, sir. We told y'all. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you stream us on all the podcast platforms at the Eyeball Network Podcast. And let's get straight to it, man. Let's talk about this D Wade comments, man.
I don't personally believe any basketball player has ever been better than me. That's our mentality. That's the only way you become great. If you're stubborn like that and you think that way, then people are probably like, you crazy as hell. No. He does things better than me. He's not a better basketball player. And so it's hard because the normal people who are having that conversation are not as good as the people that they're having the conversation about.
That is so true.
I don't understand how you can have a conversation about me and state facts when you're not as good as me. Like somebody that's in the room, we're in a room full of people who are just as good. Put me in the top 75 room. We can all have the conversations about I'm better than you.
Right.
So tell me why. If you ain't in that room,
if you LA Fitness 24 hours,
have it amongst yourself. Don't come out and act like this is factual because your facts is. What are your facts based on? Your facts are based on your style of play, what you like to watch aesthetically.
I've never. That is wow.
Yeah, Pat Bev came out and just talked about me and James. Another conversation with me and James. Pat just came out definitive. He was definitive. James Harden is better than Dwayne Wade.
Stop. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. He was definitive. He was very definitive in his answer, and I was just sitting there like, okay, Pat, what's your facts?
Right.
To say that someone's better, or just come out and say what I personally like, the style of play that I like to see.
That's a great way
is X, Y, and Z. Don't you ever fix your mouth to say nobody is better than me when you wasn't better than me. Like you can't do that. Like you're talking about a better player, you're talking about every aspect of the game of basketball. You know how good I was at a lot of aspects of the game, but people like to see. He didn't score 70 or he didn't score 60 or, he didn't get whatever the game that you like to see and you like, man, he a bad boy. We're all bad boys. None of us feel that the next person is better than us at the game of basketball. But what you like is what you like because that's what people like. They like people 6'6". They like people 6'7". They like people 6'8". They like people with handles. Whatever the case may be. But you can never say no one is better than me or it's better than Jordan or better than LeBron. Like,
I get
better.
It. Right.
I like this player more. He did these things
that I like
better than this guy. But as a basketball player overall, well, we all cold. That's why we all in the top 75. So you're not in the top 75. Stop talking about the people in the top 75. I don't understand where this come from.
What we talking about?
All right, man. Go ahead first, Mace. How you feel about? He said a lot though, so we got to touch on each of these.
No, man. Since Harden flew into this conversation, we're gonna let the residential rocket handler go first. Go ahead, Scoob.
Go ahead, Scoob.
I mean, it's like I said on the last episode, there's always going to be conversations about two different players, which one was better, and the measuring stick is always going to be, well, which one of the two got championships. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be some rare cases where you're going to like the underdog overall better than you like the one who has the championships. But in this particular conversation, I do not put James Harden above Dwayne Wade. Like if we were to rank the best shooting guards of all time, James Harden is in the conversation. But I don't have him higher than Dwayne Wade just to get right down to the meat and potatoes. I got Wade over Harden.
All right, well then address the other side of it real quick. Is he telling the truth as far as if you're not better than somebody, you can't speak on them? You feel like you agree with that?
It's going to be case by case, because sometimes it's either going to be the message or it's going to be the messenger. You know what I'm saying? So a person of Dwayne Wade's stature hearing a comment like that coming from a Pat Bev who, like James Harden, has never won anything. Has he played important roles on certain teams? Sure. But unfortunately, Pat Bev has never been part of a championship team. He will never sniff top 75, top 100, top 150, whatever the case. So Dwayne Wade is looking at the situation like, if I'm here and you're here, who are you on this level to talk about somebody being better than me who isn't nearly as decorated as I am or have been as important to my team as they were to theirs? You know what I'm saying? So I to be honest with you, I agree with Dwayne Wade. A comment like that coming from a Pat Bev is irrelevant. Like watch your mouth when you talk about me. Like chill out. That's like Nick Wright saying Andrew Bynum was better than Shaquille O'Neal. I'm gonna leave it right there.
All right. Here's how I see it.
Because Dwayne Wade, he said it. He said, look, if you have a personal preference, if you have a style of basketball that you like to watch, leave it at that. Say Dwayne Wade overall is a better basketball player, but I like to watch a James Harden type of shooting guard. Say that.
Yeah, see, I can't agree with that all the way just because it's just about what type of guy you are when you're answering these questions. Pat Beverly is an objective guy, and maybe it's because he didn't accomplish as much. So, but he's gonna tell how he actually feels. And D Wade, I've noticed, is he's gonna be politically correct 99% of the time. That's all. Now, D Wade does get into the stories of what happened in Miami, why they lost, and all that. So he's very transparent. But at the same time, he's very careful with how he speaks on the greats. And Pat Beverly, he's not objective. I mean, he's not politically correct in that way. So when he's talking about who you think is, if you ask Pat Beverly who you think is better out of James Harden and D Wade, he's just going to say James Harden like he did. Now, we've seen D Wade, when you ask him who's the best out of these people, he names off a list of people. He always says like Kobe, I got Mike, I got LeBron, I got all of these guys. You know, he puts them in together. So D Wade is not the kind of guy who's just going to say this guy's better than that guy. But I don't agree with D Wade as far as saying you can't say that somebody's better than somebody. Like, bro, if one guy can't shoot and he don't have no handle, and then the next guy can shoot and dribble and play defense really good, I can't not say that this guy is not better than the other guy. Like, it's just we can tell when people are better. So can Wade. Wade will not say some scrub is better than Jordan or Kobe because he understands that there's levels to this shit and that some guys are better.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, everybody's entitled, but I understand what he really wants to say, from my opinion, is Pat Beverly, if you're going to speak on people that are better than you, have some respect when you're speaking on it, as opposed to just saying some guy's better than the other guy. When D Wade, he refrains from that. He's never said, here's why Kobe is way better than LeBron, or here's why Jordan, here's why LeBron's better than everybody. He says things that are alluding to how great these guys are, but he never says they're better than another guy. So I just think that Pat Beverly he walked himself into this one by just calling D Wade out like that. And Pat's trying to get his podcast situation back up to speed. I don't know if y'all have noticed what happened with his situation. He got locked up and then Barstool got rid of him. And then he got his podcast took by Roan and Jason Williams. And they just took it and ran with it like it wasn't the Pat Bev pod. I thought that was real crazy. But you know, he's trying to get his pod situation back together. So he going viral. You know what I'm saying? He said something that he knew was going to get some clicks. But go ahead, Mace. How you feeling?
I'm about to go in a different direction than you guys, my brothers. Hear me for a second. So I want to throw some names at you real quick. I just want to spoil D Wade's point real quick before I go to work. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, and Hakeem Olajuwon. What do they all have in common?
They're all bigs.
These are all people that Shaquille O'Neal said that are better than him. On live national TV, he said that Shaq has said, I am the fourth best center of all time, depending on the conversation we're having. So for Dwayne Wade to say, that's not true, no NBA player ever says nobody better than him, you're a liar. Stop it. That's not true. A lot of guys say that. There's been plenty of guys who will openly say, this dude was a bad guy, or I'm glad I didn't play with this dude this era. Shaq, a top 10 player, listed 4 other centers that he said out of his own mouth are better than me. So for him to act like a guy can't say that they're better than him, that's cap. Like, that's not a thing. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like,
yeah, I didn't address. That's the thing I forgot to address is that.
Yeah, that's like, what are you talking about? That's not true. Like, that is not true at all. Like, it's once these guys retire from the game, and that's why these guys have made podcasts, they talk about, man, you know who didn't get enough credit? Oh, man, you know who gave me the work every night? They give these guys their things. Shaq gets said out of his own mouth. Hey, man, Kareem, what do you say? Olajuwon, man, he's
Hakeem, yeah.
my ass back in. He admitted, he said,
even Jordan, he said they was afraid. They're literally afraid.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you talking about, bro?
They do that on the Knuckleheads podcast.
Yeah, it's like, what are you
right out the
about,
gate,
bro?
who was the first nigga to bust your ass? And they give flowers to that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Kobe talked about Nick Van Exel. Shaq talked, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had that person that had their welcome to the NBA moment. So,
and real quick though, to your
saying.
point though, Mace, yeah, I think that we all feel like we can win. I don't think that everybody feel like you're better than I'm the best no matter what. No, bro, you know if you lacking somewhere or not. You know your weaknesses
Of course.
and all of that. Like, if I'm playing against anybody in the world, I would feel like I got a chance to beat this person. But
absolutely.
I'm not gonna just sit here and lie and say I'm the best nigga that ever hooped. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
But if you give me a chance, nigga, if I get hot, it might be over for you. But go
ahead.
Yeah,
it's a go mode. But I was just saying that to say Dwayne Wade said no guys in the NBA is going to say yes they are. He said it all the time. Shaq is the most dominant center you've ever seen in a singular force ever. Shaq was the Mike Tyson of basketball. It was something you'd never seen. It was there. It was dominant, and when it's over, it ended bad. But that was Shaq. So for him to say like ain't no guy in the NBA gonna say that, that's not true. So cut that out. And for me, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I feel like Dwayne Wade need to say this respectfully. He need to stop being soft. Like, bro, this is what basketball conversation is made about. This is where the barbershop talk came from, bro. Like, what are you talking about? We've sat down in barber chairs on this podcast. We argue about all the time who we think is better. That's just what we do. So because I didn't put up 4 championships, I can't say that this person's better than D-Wade. If you ain't there, don't fix your mouth. Well, then what are we talking about? Because most of the dudes that they talk to on these podcasts ain't never played basketball, bro. Or they're dudes who played, they got a few clips here and there. Or they're like, they've never been superstars like you. So what it is you like people to talk about you who like you and who want to side with you. But when these dudes don't side with you or like with you or they have a different opinion, fix your mouth before you talk to me. No, we don't have to, because that's the nature of basketball. That's what's beautiful about basketball. We can say that, and for you to get upset and be like, how dare you talk about James? That's cool, bro, but don't act like in this world, there's no way that somebody can feel like James Harden is better than you. It's fine.
Yeah. And niggas have been saying D-Wade is the third best forever. He never said anything, to your point.
Exactly.
He never complained. And now Pat Bev is the first guy to come out and say, I got James Harden at the 3. How the fuck he gonna say that to me, XYZ?
Yeah, but like, that's basketball, bro. That's barbershop talk. That's what we talk about on the court. How many times you just been arguing with a dude about, yo, Kobe will bust him, Kobe's better, Jordan? We do
all
that.
day long.
So why are you on this
all the
podcast?
time.
Yeah, you on this podcast talking about how dare you fix your mouth when you talk to me. You ain't even on the 75. Cool, bro. So by that measure, everyone who isn't on the top 75 just needs to shut up, or everybody who doesn't agree with your point needs to shut up.
And some of them niggas on the 75 shouldn't even be up there. So for him to say that is wild too.
That's a whole nother conversation.
So you just gave validation to 30 niggas that don't even deserve to be saying certain shit.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know who I rock with, who I like big time since they don't play no more. I like Mike Beasley a lot, bro. I like him more now than ever. Cause Mike B out here like, wow, I'll bust your ass right now. I don't care who you are. Get on the court. I'll bust Melo ass. I'll bust Pete. He don't care because that's how he feel. D Wade just be like, oh, you can't even talk to me because you're not here or there. Yes, we can, bro. That's what basketball is about. And if you can't handle that, bro, then you just need to shut up and stop being on podcasts, bro. Because if you tell niggas they can't talk about you because they're not on the 75, so what they gotta glaze you to be able to get you to talk about it, bro. And if that's what it is, you're not a real hooper, bro. You sensitive. Go sit down somewhere. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just direct.
And D Wade, I didn't get to say, but I got D Wade over Harden too. Yeah, we all got D Wade over Harden, you know.
Facts.
But like you said, I'm not gonna smoke nobody for trying to say that Harden, they got Harden at number 3. I'm gonna just be like, how if he ain't win? Just like I said about the SGA comparison. If he ain't win nothing and he had just the same amount of talent or less or more than he had for his whole career, you know, then I can't say you better than that guy. I just can't. Like, if we both played against top competition and I won with less, you can't say you better than me. I'm sorry.
And we're consistent at this podcast here. Nobody on this podcast would have Dwayne not over him because we all agree on the same thing. We respect two-way players. We respect people who play defense and offense. You can put up points and stop at a point. James Harden plays no defense whatsoever. D-Wade played defense, but could still, as a point, was putting up 25, 30 in your helmet every night. So no one on this podcast or any real hooper is going to say James Harden's better. James Harden might be a better offensive weapon in the, like I said, but you got to take in factor D'Antoni's system, usage rate, all that stuff matters. That's the only argument you're going to have. But nobody's ever said up until recently, like you said, Meeks, with Pat Bev, Harden is better. No one, you've always been regarded as number 3 of all time. No one's ever through that. And now you just said because one person says it, okay, but where's your facts at? Basketball isn't factual anyway. It's all opinion based. It's only factual when you start pulling out. Actually, you can't even call
Wins
it factual.
and losses is factual. That's
it. Because, and we can barely say that. No disrespect, because that's the deal.
Yeah, it's compromised.
Yeah, they're giving Braun wins in the bubble that shouldn't count. So
Right.
like, what I'm saying is like, it's all opinion based. Even when you start looking at numbers, like numbers don't lie. Yes, they do because they're garbage stats. They're garbage. It all matters. But for him just to act like there's no conversation, it's like, yes, there is. It's always a conversation. And that's the beauty of this game, bro. It's always a conversation. Stop trying to take that away.
And yeah, and real quick, no disrespect to D Wade, but here's why it is a conversation. Like you said, Harden don't play defense, bro. But Wade said himself, I ain't got 50, 60 point games like that. Harden does. He has a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of 40-point games. And he took that Golden State team to game 7 and Chris Paul got hurt. So I'm just saying Wade did a lot, you know what I'm saying? But Harden was very dominant on the offensive end, even though, you know, quote, it was for the Mike D'Antoni offense, all the little BS bullshit. But he did what he did, very dominant on the offensive end. So if somebody was making a case for Harden, they would just say he was a better offensive player than D-Wade. He had a more wider repertoire than D-Wade had overall. So, but I would argue that too, because D-Wade was a really good offensive player. He just didn't do the things Harden did, and vice versa. So
it was the system.
Yeah, but it's not no disrespect to compare Harden. Ain't Harden the top 75 player?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, why you acting like it's so? It's like we said you were comparing you to like Teague or something like that. Like, bro, we like calm down. It wasn't like Pat Bev came out and said I'm better than you. Like,
yeah, Harden's top 5 shooting guard allegedly. You know, potentially he top 7 at least. So, you know. Yeah,
bro. That I don't like that, bro. Taking the talk out of basketball is just wild to me, bro. That's just what this has all been about. And it's soft to me. It's weak to me, bro. That's just what I'm saying.
Facts. You got any last words, Scoop?
Whole time, I feel like D Wade reacted the way he did. He probably felt like Pat Bev said that shit and he said it like he was bitter about it. I feel like if Pat Bev, I feel like from D Wade's standpoint, if he would have looked at Pat Bev saying that as that was just his opinion and he was being honest about his opinion, he wouldn't have reacted that way. But I feel like D Wade looked at that and was like, "Oh, this nigga Pat Bev's bitter." But for why? For what though? So I feel like that's the only reason why D Wade reacted the way he did. Like The energy in this conversation could have been completely different.
You could tell he probably don't like Pat Bev for real. He got something
Facts.
personal against him. I don't know what it's from.
That's what it gave.
Yeah, I don't remember them getting into it or nothing like that. But clearly he don't like bro.
And like you said, Meeks, you gotta take it for what it is too. He's trying to get his pod back popping. He's trying to get his no disrespect. I like Pat Bev. Pat Bev's a funny dude, bro. I like Pat. But no one's ever really listened to Pat Bev talk about his own career in basketball and be like, we gotta take that nigga more serious.
I ain't gonna lie. Last time I checked, we got like double the amount of subscribers Pat Beverly got.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like Pat Bev ain't out here dropping knowledge, and people's like, "Damn, bro, you know who was tough in the clutch?" Pat Bev, like no one says that, bro. Come on, dog.
That's the way I feel about Draymond Green having a podcast, bro. It's like, man, shut that shit down, bro.
You do this funny, bro. We like you funny, but come on. Stop.
Right.
No one's talking to you.
If Steph Curry and Clay ain't got no podcast, Draymond, you should have waited for they get a podcast, bro.
He had to get something, bro. Dre said, I'm on the end. I got to hold something. I got to get my foot in.
Oh, God. All right, let's slide to the next topic, man. I just had to check Pat Bev page real quick. He got 7.6 thousand subscribers. We got 12.2. I'm just saying. And none of us hooped in the league. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all subscribing though, man. Appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you new, man. Appreciate all the love.
I'll let Pat. Let's do something together, dog.
On God. Hey, we're trying to help you get your subs up, man. Come hit your guys up. Hit me up, Pat. I'm fucking around, Pat. Don't get mad, my boy.
Yo, I'm not. Pull up. Run the streets up.
Hey, we can play one-on-one too. Why you bullshitting? I'm trying to get my clout up in the one-on-one shit. Play me, Pat. Anyway.
Hey, I'm just saying. I said Meeks ain't on the top 75, neither is Pat. Let's run it. Let's go.
Fuck it, yeah, we both not on that bitch.
Hey.
Chill out, bro. I got respect for Pat. Anyways, all right, so Bleacher Report sent out this stupid ass Bleacher Report. They have no credibility, no respect at this point. If y'all look at Bleacher Report for your basketball knowledge, man, I feel bad for you, man. And if you didn't know you was a casual, but you look at Bleacher Report and you need their opinions for your opinion, now you know. That's why you a casual right there. So I don't even got their list, bro. I didn't save it on purpose. I got your list, Mace. So we got a real list of people that's pure basketball scorers, because they did a pure basketball scorer list.
Remember that word?
Pure basketball scorer list. And when y'all got it up, bro? Pull it up.
Bro, I'm already pulling it right now.
Read the list, man, and let's talk about it real quick, and then we'll do your list.
Yeah,
but I want to comment on their list, and then you can get into who they left off and where and how stupid it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All I seen was Kobe not top 3 or 2 or
so
1,
check this
and
out.
I was like, this shit's stupid.
All right, Pete. So according to Bleacher Report, this is their top 15 purest scorers.
And I gotta stop you after you name like 10. So just do 10, and then we gotta stop.
I can stop you after 5.
I'm already mad at number 1, bro.
All right, bet. So, and this is how they have it listed in order from 1 down: Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Mike Jordan, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, SGA, George Gervin, Luka, Jokic, Kobe, Giannis, Kyrie, Shaq, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Malone.
Where was Kobe at?
They have Kobe listed number 10.
On a pure basketball player list.
Behind Jokic, who they have at number 9.
Okay. Steph Curry, number 1.
That's one point they got Donovan Mitchell in the top 15 too, sorry.
Over Karl Malone.
This is the stupidest list that I've ever seen in my life.
This is the dumbest they've ever done. This was worse than their top 75.
Yeah, we see some horrible lists, but this shit right here is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. I gotta pull it up just so I can look at it.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now again, bro. I just couldn't believe it. Number 1 is Steph, bro.
That's the dumbest shit ever, bro. So, all right, so let's just start off with just Michael Jordan. Steph Curry is a better pure scorer than Mike.
Steph is a pure shooter.
Thank you.
He's not a pure scorer.
Mike played 11 full seasons, dog, and won 10 scoring titles in 11 full seasons. And so Steph Curry is a better scorer than that. A guy who can score on his own. We're talking about pure scorer. Michael Jordan don't need 14 screens to score. So right now, are you a pure scorer?
Yeah, we're talking about five dribbles or less.
When you have to have a screen, because I love Steph Curry. Don't nobody get me wrong here. But I saw Steph Curry before Steve Kerr got there when he was playing with Monte. And Steph was a great player, but he wasn't a great player. He was a really good player.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah, but he wasn't a pure. He was a natural scorer, but a pure scorer. He was just kind of like a volume scorer. But as far as when he became a scorer is when Steve Kerr put him in the system and have him running around all of these screens and Draymond setting all these illegal screens. Steph Curry became, a very pure scorer. But he's not even top 3 or 5 pure scorers of all time, if you ask me.
How about, can we just do this? Can we just run the list real quick and throw out the people who shouldn't even be on this list before we continue?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, throw LeBron James off, throw Giannis off, throw Shaq off, throw Donovan Mitchell off the rip. They shouldn't be on this list at all. They have no business on this list.
Facts. I agree with everything you said.
We can get rid of them right now, like hands down.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, you say him?
Yeah, Donovan's off. Donovan, Shaq, Giannis, and Jokic, and LeBron. That's who I have off the list. Hands.
All right. So SGA is number 6 and Kobe's number 10. Number 10, bro.
Yeah, please.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Chill out, bro.
Like this shit is legit, like real stupid, bro. SGA number 6 when he's like wish Kobe.
I'm gonna tell you who pissed
Joel
me off.
Embiid is number 4. What logic is that, dog?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you
he ain't even played half. He literally has missed. I'm sorry, Mace. He literally missed more games than he's played in his career. But he's a top 4 pure scorer in NBA history. Bleacher Report. They literally need whoever's funding them. They need to defund their ass.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I'm just gonna throw it. The biggest travesty for me on this whole list, even off their list, the fact that Kyrie Irving is number 12. And let's be clear, everybody universally agrees that Kyrie Irving might be the greatest basketball player with a ball, what they can do with a ball in their hand than anyone. Like, you don't understand how many, you can go look up interviews of dudes saying Kyrie Irving is he's different. With a basketball in his hand, there's nothing he can't do. Like, they said,
top 3 most skilled players
6'6",
of all time. Yeah, he's top 3 most skilled.
Yeah, if Kyrie was 6'6", 6'7", half your favorite basketball player wouldn't be your favorite basketball player if Kyrie was 6'6".
Steph Curry is not a top 3. The top 3 for me should be Kobe, MJ, and Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah, I'm from that.
Now, just say your list real quick.
All right,
just name them.
Here we go. Kobe. This is in no order. This is just pure
sports.
You're
just naming them.
Kobe, Jordan, Kyrie, Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Tracy McGrady, Dirk, Luka, Ray Allen, Oscar Robertson, Dominique Wilkins, Elgin Baylor, George Gervin, James Harden, Steph Curry, honorable mention, Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, Dame Lillard, Baron Davis, Trae Young, and Peja Stojakovic. Honorable mentions.
Love that list. Don't have not one dispute with it.
Because everybody on this list, they are legitimately. LeBron can't be on this list because when you're talking about pure score, you're not just talking about dunking a basketball. We're talking about mid-range. We're talking about three-pointers. We're talking about twos. We're talking about poster. We're talking about everything. These dudes
can create your own shot.
Luka
can score anywhere on the court.
Luka is a more pure scorer than Kobe and Mike, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Excuse me. They got Mike at number 3, which is still fucking crazy. But Luka's number 8, and Kobe is number 10, and Jokic is number 9.
How do they not? I don't know how they don't have Melo on the list. In Melo's whole career, all they've ever said was Melo was a ball-hogging scorer. But he's not on the list for being a pure scorer, and all you guys have called him was a ball-hogging scorer his whole career?
Like, this shit is, like, legitimately...
And wait, they want to talk about how do you have James Harden arguing he's a top 3 shooting guard of all time and all his scoring accolades and records, but you don't have him as a pure scorer, and all he can do is score. He can do everything. He finishes, threes, twos, 50, 40, 90. What are you talking about? Like, bro?
James, I could argue James Harden is better than 90% of this list.
No, that's an easy win. We're talking about pure scorers.
They got Joel Embiid as number 4. Like, I'm still stuck on
that. Is bogus.
Like, bogus as fuck. Joel Embiid at 4. I ain't gonna argue. I ain't arguing with Kevin Durant. I ain't arguing with George Gervin being on there. I'm not arguing. Jokic is not a top 10. He's not top 10 nothing of all time yet. He's not.
Especially score,
bro. Come on, bro. He just started come on, bro. Did we forget Jokic was playing a lot of years and it wasn't impressive? You know what I'm saying?
I think the word they're missing that I think is pissing everybody off is you're saying pure score. Like, you don't know what pure score means. That means pure. That means like ball in hand, pure basketball, pure scoring, putting the ball in the basket. What the hell are you talking about? What have you ever seen Jokic just be like, damn, that nigga's pure with the basket? What are you talking about, nigga?
Never. And listen, I'm reading the little articles that they got, the little captions they got on them. Under Shaq, for example, because obviously Shaq shouldn't be nowhere near this damn list.
Nope.
The first thing it says is, pure scorer may not come to mind when you think of Shaquille O'Neal. His range as a jump shooter didn't extend too far outside the paint. He was a terrible free throw shooter. And though he's probably underrated ball handler considering his size, he doesn't have a ton of highlights where he's breaking defenders down. But Shaq's size and the numbers that came with it were undeniable. What the fuck does that have to do with being a pure scorer, dog?
They're all on the paint, bro.
Whoever wrote this, like, y'all literally, this is like Chat GPT from somebody who rode the short bus. Because this shit makes no goddamn sense.
I mean, the reason for them putting him on the list was contradictory.
Thank you.
They literally leaned into it with you. You're not going to think of pure scorer when you hear the name Shaquille O'Neal.
Giannis is on the list, dog. I like Giannis, but he's a pure
Giannis is in the same category as Shaq.
He's a pure bully. Thank you. He's a pure bully baller who spin moves and dunks and elbows niggas to death.
Yeah, like, 3 dribbles from coast to coast. That's what he got.
He's fast and
athletic.
Downhill.
Yeah, he's the Greek freak for a reason. But pure scorer, LeBron, not a pure scorer. LeBron, he's a bad free throw shooter. He has no mid-range. He can't play off the ball. These are pure scorer characteristics, dog. He don't have none of them. So y'all are weird, bro. And if y'all agree with this list, you even more weird. Kobe at number 10. The man Kobe has more 60-point games than anybody other than Will. He got more than MJ, KD, Steph, anybody you could think of. 40-point games. He had 9 40-point games in a row. That's pure scorer characteristics, bro.
It's funny. All they say about
points
Kobe
his last game and 81 points in the game. Go ahead.
Well, Kobe didn't pass the ball. Kobe was shoot first. Kobe. So how is he not a pure scorer, bro? You just sat here and said his whole career he didn't pass the ball. All he did was score.
Exactly, bro.
Bro, y'all weird, bro.
This is the dumbest list literally that's ever been created among basketball lists. Bleacher Report should be ashamed of themselves, and I'm not on any app or none of that. I don't subscribe to Bleacher Report, man.
It's Chat GPT making that list or something like that. It's gotta be real. I don't make it.
Even Chat GPT would know not to put motherfucking Kobe at number 10. I'm telling you, ask Chat GPT when we get off this bitch. They're gonna have a way better top 10 than these dumbass goofies. I ain't even put no list together. I was like, this is not even worth combating. Mace already got the list. So I'm going with what Mace say, bro.
Yeah, bro. Right. Honestly, there's people on our honorable mention list, brother, that are higher than the people on their list.
So I'm gonna run down mine real quick.
Go ahead.
And same thing, no particular order. The criteria was anybody who without a screen, without any assistance from any of their teammates, can put the ball in the hole and literally has to be guarded everywhere on the court, can create their own shot. I literally just wrote down the first 15 names that came to mind. So I know I left some people off, but in no particular order. Jordan, Kobe, Carmelo, T-Mac, Dirk, KD, Kyrie, George Gervin, Hakeem Olajuwon, Luka Doncic, Lou Will, Jamal Crawford, James Harden, AI, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Love it.
Those are literally just the first 15.
And we could have threw Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, guys like that.
Yep, they said Elgin.
Okay,
Yeah, I threw those in there.
my fault.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so,
bro, and I no disrespect. I threw Buddy's name on there because when you think of pure score, I got respect it, bro. How do you not have Trey Young nowhere near that? No disrespect. That's all
Trae
he can
Young,
do.
Paul
No, I'm saying
George.
that's why I have him on the honorable mention. Like just the fact that how's he not even mentioned? And look at this man's stat line. He's 5'5", and he gives y'all buckets left. For all he can do is score,
Which
Like,
is contradictory to their list because you got Steph Curry #1 when at one point y'all labeled Trey Young as Steph 2.0
Thank you,
because of his ability to handle the ball and shoot the long ball.
thank you.
But you don't put all right, bro.
And shit, y'all ain't even
The greatest
did y'all say
six man of all
D-Wade?
time is
Y'all ain't even say D Wade, huh?
I didn't have D Wade on there, no.
No.
You could throw D Wade over all them too. I'm just saying, better pure scorer than LeBron, than Giannis, Shaq. You see,
A nigga who came off the bench his entire career and is known as the best six man of all time is a better pure scorer than LeBron James.
That's a fact.
And so is the other one, Lou Will.
Lou Willis too.
Lou Will and Jay Crawford.
Yep.
Come on
Hey,
now.
I thought my name's probably out there. I got Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, and Dame Lillard and Baron Davis with a ball in their hand. Pure scoring
Prime Baron
LeBron.
Davis was unguardable, bro.
Straight ball in hand, y'all crazy, bro.
Prime Baron
And you
Davis
can also
was a
throw
problem.
Ant-Man. You could also throw Kawhi over LeBron.
Yeah, bro, we're talking about pure scores. All these dudes are better than him, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly. It's crazy. Grant Hill.
LeBron even got in the interview and said his feelings were hurt that people don't consider him a all-time great scorer. Bro, he even said he feels disrespected by that. So that lets you know he even feels some way about it. So how do y'all throw him on there?
That's why they threw him on there, so that they would make him feel better. They can pat him on the back.
You are approaching a quarter of a century of basketball just so that you could pass Kareem to be considered a great scorer.
And no one still considers you that, bro.
Right. And did y'all name Larry Bird?
No, I didn't put Larry in there.
Like I'll sit here and name people all night, bro.
I would absolutely put Larry on that list.
Yeah, no.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Larry Bird, Larry Legend.
And Larry Bird was one of the most unathletic niggas ever. And he still could not be guarded.
Larry better scorer than 90% of the list.
Shot.
Yep.
Come on now.
That shit disrespectful, bro.
It's disrespectful to the max, bro.
I'm still thinking of niggas, bro. But we're gonna leave it there, bro. That shit pissed me off. All right, this last topic we're getting into is the NBA has like multiple things that they're saying they're gonna do in order to stop tanking. I don't have the list of things in front of me because I don't even believe none of the shit. So I don't think they're gonna do anything to stop tanking. They're gonna say they're gonna do some shit. They're gonna hire some niggas to do some fake investigating over there. Hey, go look over there, man. Like you don't know niggas is on steroids. Like you don't know people be purposely sitting out games, faking injuries all day long. Bro, the Mavericks just literally just made Luka leave in the middle of the game 2 years ago so that they could miss the play-in and get that draft pick that was protected. I didn't forget that. So, and the league didn't do nothing, if I'm not mistaken. They might have slapped them on the wrist, but they didn't do shit. But so you're not trying to stop tanking. Adam Silver is full of shit. You're not gonna do nothing. They're gonna keep tanking even if you do something because it's the system, bro. Like you got more bad teams than good, a lot more. So everybody's goal, especially when it's a good draft coming up, is we taking these L's every night. So yes, nigga, we need who just said that? Giannis just said, I'm not sitting the bench. He's trying to ruin the fit. He tried to ruin the tank. Because they said they tanking, and then Giannis said, nah, I'm playing. And they said, nah, Giannis sitting out, and he said, no, I'm playing. Like,
yeah, didn't they do something stupid like release Cam? Who they release?
Yeah, they got rid of Cam
Wilder.
Yeah,
Cam Wilder. No,
Who was a bucket.
Not Cam Wilder, bro.
And sorry, some dude from the G League with a 2-way contract.
I got my cams mixed up.
If that ain't taken, I don't know what is, bro. You literally said
what's bro name real quick, bro? Like,
because they got him from Brooklyn and he was a bucket.
I don't know why I'm blank right now, bro. You just because you said Cam Wilder, though. That shit had me laughing. Cam
Yeah.
Thomas, bro. Cam Thomas got released because they're just trying to tank, bro. Yeah, everybody making all these excuses about why he got released. He's a black hole with the ball or whatever the fuck. He's a good scorer. He is kind of inefficient, but they're tanking, bro. So
Convert Pete
they know that
Nance's contract. There you
yeah,
go, Pete Nance.
and they know Giannis is gone. They know Giannis wants out, so they're trying to just get the best draft pick next year so that they can leverage this Giannis deal. And same thing with all these teams, man. They just tanking, bro. The Wizards, they just gave Bam 83 points because they're tanking tremendously. So, and there's nothing gonna be done about it. They just hear us talking about it and hear us complaining. So Adam Silver is out here trying to blow out the fires by saying, "Yeah, man, we gonna do
that
something about
P&R.
this tanking, y'all." But how y'all feel, man?
I feel like it's just low level PR. Like everybody's marching outside of the gates of the castle with torches and signs and shit, and marching around in circles in front of the castle. So you're left with no choice but to respond. Like you just gotta say something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, do you address what the issues are with the citizens of the kingdom that you have rule over, or do you just say what you feel like is going to calm them down for the moment, knowing that you really not change shit?
Fact.
And I feel like that's what's happening. Like you talk about, and it's no different from the gaming world where the two biggest games in the world are COD and 2K, and the biggest issues are cheaters. So it's like the devs are always going to say, yeah, we're coming up with an anti-cheat. We're gonna focus on the lag switchers and the this and that and the third and blah 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 blah. And people using aimbot on Call of Duty. Yeah. And it's like, but you're making so much money off of these niggas cheating. You're gonna say that you're gonna address the cheating, but all of the software and all of these damn customized controllers and PCs and shit that niggas is getting just to win these games, like you're profiting off of that shit. So I mean, of course you're gonna come out and say, oh, we're gonna ban the cheaters, we're gonna do this, we're gonna stop the tanking, but at the end of the day, we all know ain't shit gonna happen. We'll be surprised if it does. And hell, it'll be a long term, this will be 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now. But I'm like, nigga, you're coming up with these solutions, but we're not expecting this shit to happen overnight. You're trying to please the consumer by making us feel like this shit is going to be like expeditiously put in place, but we know better than that. At least here, eyeball we do.
Yeah, and imagine,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like them. They know people is paying to get in these games and see their favorite players, and they bringing their kids to see these people, and they're not there. And so imagine you spent whatever the fuck on these tickets, and then your little one want to see this person, and they're not playing, or they're just in street clothes. Like that's annoying right there, and you're not gonna know to the night of most of the time because they're not gonna tell you. So to your point, they're gonna keep acting like they're gonna do something about it, but they know that people are really legit pissed off about wasting money on games where their players don't show up. Nobody want to watch the seventh, the eighth man on the bench, and they pay $800 for the tickets. But go ahead, Mace.
They're not gonna do nothing. You know what? This it's actually the easiest fix. Like we talked, we had a fix for it, but easier than that. I like Charles Barkley thing. If you are tanking, or if you're in the bottom of the standings year in, year out, every year that you're in the bottom standing, you should have to slash your ticket prices down. Fair deal. So since y'all want to tank and y'all want to tank, then here goes. Y'all should be able to charge full price for y'all home games. All y'all tickets should be 75% off at home since you want to play that game. That's what you should have to do. Every year that you're in the bottom, it should be a mandatory that you have to take a percentage of your ticket prices off. Anybody who's caught in the bottom 3 years in a row should have to be something extreme, like 3 years straight in a row. Then you're going to be on a situation where you might end up selling your franchise, some shit like that.
Or you get no picks. Like, how about you get no picks?
You forfeit your next year's first round pick, or something like 3 to 5 years in a row, continuously in the bottom three. Then you automatically are up to have to sell your franchise to the majority owners. Or like I said, you're in the bottom, you're in, you're out. Cool. Since y'all want to keep winning 20 games a year, your ticket price is $10, $15 a game to get in. I bet you they'll fix that crap fast when they can't make no money out of this. See, that's the problem. their bottom line isn't affected because that TV money gets spread around to everybody. When the salary cap goes up, they give and they know what they're doing, bro. And like you said, they're going to keep tanking. There's no way you should be able to tank for 3 years, but your ticket price should still be $300 to sit on the floor. No, it should be $55 because you've been in last place 3 of the 5 years that you've been in this league. Hell no. Absolutely not. Do that thing for 5 years, and they should be a vote. All in favor of taking this fool's franchise and make the league competitive, say aye. I bet you he'll fix that ASAP right then. You'll watch a lot of general managers and owners get their shit together real fast if they lose their cash cow in that city. Because these stadiums are fixed by tax dollars. This stadiums, that's you know what I'm saying? Like when Phoenix was building the stadium, they were like, they were talking about increasing the taxes in Phoenix, Arizona to pay for the new stadium or the new repairs to the stadium. Well, this is when y'all was winning no games. This when Book wasn't here. So it's like, you want us to also pay to help build a stadium, but you're winning 30 games a year? Are you crazy? Right. No.
Yeah, and another thing too is like just like at like regular companies, like you can't just be gone sick for three weeks without no damn excuse or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes be like LeBron, for example, he never had no surgery ever. He never had a major injury. He never had to get surgery ever once in his career. But dude misses so many games, like he just be recovering from ACLs and MCLs and all of this stuff. So I'm just saying, just him for example. But there's mad players that they should actually have to show some type of paperwork, like show some type of actual injury on why you miss so many games. Like Joel Embiid, yeah, he might be nursing something, but you're missing. You don't even play back to back. They shouldn't be allowed to say he's not playing back to backs. What are you in the NBA for if you can't play a back to back game, bro? They're not back to back days. They every other day, or even if they are back to back days, whoop-de-doo, bro. Like play less minutes, but to play no minutes at all, like what are we doing here? And y'all make
not even traveling with the team sometimes.
Yeah, and they make 10 times more than dudes 10 years ago, bro. So it's just crazy. And them dudes was playing 82 games like it was nothing. So it's I don't like it, bro. It's not gonna be good as long as they keep tanking though. They're gonna keep having people not showing up to the games. That's all. The main teams, the most popular teams, they're gonna sell out the games and all of that. But and me too, if they don't shorten the season, I'm not going to these games, bro. I used to be going to games all the time, but I don't want to go to see the glorified pickup games and there's no actual action during the games. Like, so
that's another potential issue too, because a lot of people feel like you do drop the season down to 65 games and they feel like people are still going to load manage, people are still going to miss games, they're still going to sit out, when in actuality shortening the season should remedy the back-to-backs, the load management, the people missing games and not having a valid reason. But like me, as much as I don't have a problem with shortening the season, I still have a problem with, is this still going to stop niggas from taking time off? And I don't think it will.
I don't like shortening the season.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like shortening the season because I feel it's real convenient they want to shorten after LeBron James and stat pad his record playing all these fucking years. Now they go play 20 less games. I'm just saying, I think it's trash, bro. I don't like it. I don't like Meek said. They've been playing 82 games since
the beginning of time.
Since the beginning of time. And now all of a sudden it's too much. But it's weird. We're higher advanced medicine, higher advanced therapy, higher advanced coaching, higher advanced mental. But for some reason, we can't keep ourselves together, but we are stronger, bigger, better, faster than the 80s.
And that math isn't nearly as much resource.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
And I got to go to the Hawks practices and see that they don't actually practice, bro.
No, it's walkthroughs.
Literally just walking around, chilling, talking. They got their sons in there playing basketball on the court. Like, and one dude got it. Like Tatum was getting. I was watching Tatum and getting ready for the Hawks, and he was just doing shoot arounds with one dude just going across the fake screen and just pulling up, going to the right side fake screen, half speed, pulling up every time. And that's what he did for like 45 minutes, and then he left, and then they came back like 30 minutes later and just had a little team talk. But they don't practice though, bro. Back in the day, they was running all day long in practice. You seen it back when Kobe was cussing everybody out in practice, but them dudes used to be running full speed, and that was at Kobe's 20th season. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not practicing full speed and full contact, you're gonna get hurt. That's why the injuries is up. And yeah, they're making 10 times as much money, so they quick to go to the house and go find something else to do. And they can smoke now without getting tested. Yeah, they out of there, man. No practice.
I will say this for my last point, and it's in the subject. This right now, right here, is going to be the best chance that if they're really going to make a change in the NBA, it's now. You've got these 2 expansion teams coming in, which means you've got new players, new owners, all that's coming up.
New money.
If you're going to fix this issue with tanking and load management and all that stuff, this is, and the league getting back to not playing during the regular season playoffs, this is the time to fix it. This is where you go, Giannis, for instance. Giannis is looking for a trade right now because he don't want to be there. This is your chance not to go, let's make sure Giannis gets to Luka and Austin Reeves and all them over there to upset the balance of the league again. Let's make sure he gets over there with Ant-Man. And this is that moment where you can say, all right, we got 2 new teams. We're trying to get the league fired. We're trying to stop everybody from grouping up. Let's not just throw a bunch of scrubs on these teams with 2-way contracts or G League players or people who are upset and let them play. And let's really try to see if we can get another superstar player there to start something instead of letting him run to LA and play with 2 other superstars. You know what I'm saying? This is that moment. And I hope they take that seriously, because if they do, it could be a big shift if they did something big like, let's get a superstar on these 2 teams instead of the last 2 players of the other 5 teams in the conference on that squad. That could be real big if they can do something like convince Giannis to go play for Seattle or some shit like that, or convince KD after he's done with the Rockets to go play for Seattle, or Vegas can get you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that can change a lot right now.
Only thing with that, I like that idea, is that it just wouldn't be Giannis. Giannis ain't gonna do it.
I'm just using him because he's the big freak. Yeah. He's the big guy everybody talk about.
Yeah, I know. KD going to Seattle would be perfect,
That's what I'm saying.
Right back to where he started.
He's past his, he's almost out of his superstardom days now, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Him just being there would be a great look for the city. But I was just gonna say that to your points, it should happen. But I see maybe it would be like a lower tier superstar, like a Ja Morant would probably be one of them to go over there, because the city, Seattle and Las Vegas, just gonna be happy to have a team. So the NBA they're not gonna force anybody to go over there, and none of these dudes, a lot of them don't want that type of smoke of being the guy in the brand new franchise, and they already got their situation how it is. So Giannis would be perfect for it, but Giannis wants to go team up. Like that's what he's leaving the Bucks for.
Yes.
So that he can go team up. We already know he ain't saying it, but guaranteed he's gonna go to Steph Curry or to the damn who you just named him going to?
The Lakers.
Yeah, he going to the Lakers. He already said, I want to go to big markets.
Or New York. That's what I'm saying. This is that moment where I don't want to say pull a Mark Cuban and Kobe, but this is one of the moments where you should be like, hey, man, you can't go play with 2 other superstars. We're not going to let you go play with Steph. We're not going to let you go play with Steph and Jimmy. We're not doing that. Like,
They just don't let it happen so many times over and over again. They can't stop this.
Exactly. I'm saying,
but keep the same energy you have for CP3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they were, that's what I said. If they were, which we know they're not, if they were actually serious about doing it, this would be the time to do it right now.
Facts. Yeah, but they're not serious. That's all I'm saying.
No.
They're not gonna do it.
No.
That shit is wishful thinking. But yeah, man. We appreciate y'all for watching, man. We're gonna get y'all get to the topics on the next show, the rest of them, and make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button for us, and share the video for us, man. If it's your first time watching, appreciate it, man. Make sure you follow us on all the platforms, man. And we will be going live soon, like I said last show. So give us a couple more shows, and then we'll be live with y'all, man. So y'all can tap in with us, man. Any last words, my guys?
Solid.
The Houston Comets is coming back, nigga.
This nigga. We out of here, man. Back, nigga. Salute to the subscribers, man. We out. Stream us on all platforms. Eyeball Network Podcast.